They don't have his money. But that is the money they stole from the taxpayers of Lagos. Abi, who is going to be collecting 30% of all taxes collected in Lagos State every month, and it won't be richer than Osun State? When VAT from Lagos State in a year is over 470 billion naira, and it is the money that so many other states in Nigeria rely upon every month to get when Nigeria collected VAT. VAT alone, which is not Lagos money alone, no. They take it from Lagos, share it to so many states in Nigeria who are poor states. So Tinubu on his own is collecting this regular rubber from every tax collected in Lagos State. So why won't he be richer than Osun State? And that's the same guys in 1999. But you see, he has, it is Tinubu that will demystify Tinubu. My own is to make sure that the brethren of the Temple of Truth, they were never caught in any emotional blackmail by these guys. Okay? That you are never caught in emotional blackmail. It is Tinubu that will destroy Tinubu. He said it is his lifelong dream to be president of Nigeria, even though that is not true. So before now, you remember that story I told you about the Kolo Daura and then Akuko Bodilon. That is the rooster of Bodilon. And then the fox of Daura. The fox was very much afraid of the rooster because of that red antenna on his head. Tinubu is the rooster. Boko Haram gang are the foxes of the Sahel. Somehow, they believed that Tinubu had a magic wand, that the Yorubas are sophisticated as they are. Tinubu managed to establish himself as a warlord using violence, bribery, blackmail, and then even killings to keep power. And Yorubas are tough people when it comes to this wahala on national level. They need that lie, but they can't get closer to the to the Akuko Bodilon. So he went there to to kiss the ring, take a kneel and bowed for them. And he said it is his lifelong dream to be president of Nigeria and rule Nigeria one day. That is not true. Look, this is Bola Tinubu. He was the elected governor-elect. He is yet to be governor, but he was governor-elect for Lagos State when he made a statement that I don't believe in one Nigeria. So you can say this was 23 years ago. They say Tinubu is 79 or 69. Tinubu is 69. So take 23 years out of 69. You probably will get 56. Then it was being honest as a Yoruba man. You remember I told you that they all came to limelight, championing Yoruba, Yoruba this, Yoruba that, Yoruba this, Yoruba that. He became a senator in 1993, 1992, using Yoruba this, Yoruba that. So when he became governor, he was still using Yoruba this, Yoruba that because of Afenifere, Oduduwa this, Oduduwa that. 23 years after that, Tinubu is now talking about one Nigeria being his lifelong dream. Akuko Bodilon, Kolo Sahel, Kolo Sahel. Fulani foxes who were scared. Somehow, they don't know why. They were scared of the Bodilon rooster. Now, the Bodilon rooster offered himself as a sacrifice. He is so confident. Like Chief MKO Abiola, who was their friends too. He trusted them. He was like, there's no, according to history, yeah, there was no political coup that happened in Nigeria prior to the prior to Abacha coup that Chief MKO Abiola did not know about or involved or in fact financed as a civilian, because they said military, all the military criminals who took over power in Nigeria, they said there was no successful coup that happened in Nigeria without the civilians providing the funding for it. Chief MKO Abiola trusted those who controlled the levels of power, that when it was time for him to side with the military in 1979, Chief MKO Abiola sided with Obasanjo's military for Shagari against Awolowo. When it was time for MKO Abiola to side the military again, it was when Bokuwari took over power and overthrown Shagari. When it was time to side with the military again, it was when Babangida took over and kicked Bokuwari out in 1985. So when Babangida started this Maradona game and MKO Abiola saw his influence, he has the money, he already have people within the mosque, or the mosque in Yoruba land that is yet to, any mosque in Yoruba land back then that is yet to meet MKO Abiola, they always dream for a day that they are going to partake in his largesse. MKO Abiola was so good that he felt like all he needed was just for the North to bless him and for the military to crown him. So when Babangida stopped the counting of the election, annulled the election, but that's the first dose of the poison that Chief MKO Abiola also gave to others. And the reason why I'm using this for you is this. Tinubu have access to more wealth than MKO Abiola. Yes, so many of you can say, if they convert MKO Abiola's wealth of the 70s, 80s, and 90s, early 90s, they will triple whatever Tinubu have now. You are living an illusion. The milking of Lagos State in this modern day and time, and the entrenchment of the corrupt Tinubu oligarch in the political system of Lagos State, the spread of same across the rest of Nigeria has opened them up to monumental wealth, stolen wealth, public wealth that are now in his command. Most of them, they are being held in proxy for him. This is the time. So when it comes to money, Tinubu, yeah, he has more money than MKO Abiola to choose to become a president. But he didn't have the connection of the military, so he's relying on the connection of the Alimajiri elite politicians of the North. Now, look at it this way. The reason why I said it will be Tinubu that will demystify and destroy Tinubu, mine is to stop them from dragging you emotionally into their roller coaster of this bogus journey for president. MKO Abiola once boasted, according to those in the know, that only Almighty Allah could stop him from becoming the president of Nigeria. that the military in power, they hold him so much that from the top to bottom, even if the military decided not to let him gain power, he has the capacity to, in fact, get people to get rid of that military and get him into power. That's how much confidence Shifemke Abiola. In fact, he was considered the president already, so presidential in his deed that when Abacha overthrew Shonekon, MKO Abiola was one of those who gave their backing to Abacha, because before Abacha made that announcement, as usual, he consulted with MKO Abiola. We are going to overthrow Shonekon. You are the winner of that election, and we are going to put you in power in the next 100 days. That's how powerful MKO Abiola was. Tinubu doesn't have same. Tinubu is just an ass licker that is about to demystify himself. There are people who knows that he is deep-pocketed. Like, he has deep pocket of money. Lagos State is a deep pocket. They have made provision for his presidential, what have you. Everyone holding all those fake companies that they said they started in Lagos, right? And most of them holding fort for Tinubu. Yeah? This is the time. Some of those banks that you know, Tinubu's money are in those banks. Some of those hotels you have in Lagos, owned by these foreigners that they pretended to be owned by foreigners. They are owned partially, if not all, by Tinubu. Now, this is the point I'm trying to make. When it comes to deep pockets, yeah, there are those who are presidential candidates, and there are also those who are real presidential candidates. This is the category that Tinubu falls into. But with all of this, as many people are going to gather to grab whatever they can grab, every gathering you see them come together now, millions of naira is involved. But the bottom line is this: they are all looking forward to the Messiah in Abuja to make this a reality. But ask yourself these questions. As young as you are, as much as you want to tell us why Tinubu can actually be an option, listen, I have been telling people why it will never be. He is never one. It will never be. He is a man that should be in jail, and there are many. Aregbe Mugbo of Oshun, that is now the Minister of Interior. If I want to ask for their passports now. Meanwhile, if you are watching this video, maybe they know my face, maybe they don't. There will be a time that I will likely go and apply for their passports. Maybe this year, maybe next year, I don't know. But you know, the guy in charge of their passports, Aregbe Mugbo, a former rogue governor of Osun State, he bankrupted Osun, handed over power to Tinubu's cousin. Then Bukwari compensated him with Minister of Interior. And since he became Minister of Interior, if Nigerians are not, if Nigerians are not losing opportunities, losing their jobs because they are unable to get their passport renewed, since then you've been dealing with shortage of passport booklets and all that. You know what I mean? So Aregbe Mugbo never stand for his crime that he committed against the people of Osun State. He is rewarded. He is supposed to be in jail. Fashola as well should be in jail with the exposure and the expose on how the Lagos State resources was looted and shared, and every other properties linked to him as well, which most of the time they will tell you, oh, come on, you have no evidence. We have evidence, but we just have nowhere to take them. Tinubu and gang, there are so many judges, retired judges in Lagos State, high courts, state court, and what have you in Lagos State, who are also part of the scheme of, holding Lagos State to ransom and the people of Lagos State to ransom, and by extension, the people of Yoruba land to ransom. These judges are those who always package us this political judgment for them. These judges are those who always deliver the same bogus, court injunctions where they always get from all these fake judges. Many of them presented themselves as honorable men and women, but what they didn't tell you is that they all collected their land, money, cars, things from Tinubu for the job well done that shaped Lagos state political system to what it is today. The one that is, according to Tinubu, is life inheritance. So the likes of Fashola and gang should be in jail. They shouldn't be in any office. Same thing goes for all these guys. So if you want to, as a young person in a working system, they should be in jail. Bokwari that they are appealing to, that is looking at them and laughing and said, okay, yeah, that's good. You want to be president? Great. Bokwari that they are looking up to should be in jail. In fact, all your leaders that are parading themselves as your would-be saviors in the next couple of weeks, couple of months, and then 2023 charade, they should be in jail if you have a working system. And do you want me to go on and on and on? Then let's put that aside. Then when it comes to their public record, their public record shouldn't be how many houses they bought, how many politicians they have, found for you, politicians that they created as proxies to continue to ensure the extension and then a sustenance of the impoverished system. Now, look at it this way. I am a young man. Okay. And if you ask me that, what do I think about my future? I would say my future shouldn't be in the hands, or in fact, they shouldn't even be by any means entertained. Old people. Tinubu is over 70 years old. I don't know your age, but look at it this way. 70 years old Tinubu. And you have 79 or 85 years old Buhari. You have seen what these have done. Age-wise, he is older now. Okay? I mean, heart to heart, is an old man. Who do you think is going to surround himself with? Other than these characters that you know. What is that excellent record that you can really attach to all these guys? Fashola became Minister of Transportation. Minister of Works, Minister of Power and Housing. How many of you poor people have been housed since this APC, Egbekegbe, came to power? Fashola was in charge of that. How many of you watching me right now you actually have light right now? Do you have electricity? It was the Minister of Darkness. Then when it comes to your road, how is your road? How are the roads as we speak? What is their record, for goodness sake? Then if you now sit down as a young person and they say, somebody wants to say, okay, if don't believe Maiyegun, don't listen to Maiyegun, just listen to Tinubu to understand this kind of presidential whatever. I'm going to still tell you about Umayo, that one too. Let me replay this. This is the man that somebody is going to tell you that you have no choice because there's no other person. Of course, you probably make my theory right. The system is rigged. Your brain is rigged because you have no choice. You cannot make any other choice. Any other choice is impossible. That is a rigged system. You know a system that is not working, yeah? Then you have no choice, as you have told yourself, a rigged system with rigged brains. And somebody said, look, this is why you should support Tinubu. This is a recent video of Tinubu, okay? After watching this, I want you to pick word for word and tell me, are you really smart enough? Are you really sensible enough to go out there and fight somebody who tells you these men are old? And if you give your destiny of 4 years to them again, that means you haven't learned anything from Bokwari. Some of you will do it, no doubt. But if you are living abroad, for example, say this to yourself after this video. Is this what I'm actually going to? Because this is Tinubu. This is not edited or anything. This is not some people trying to make him look good. This is him answering questions about his ambition. Listen to how he talks. Listen to how he responds to questions. Listen to how he tries to present his ambition. And you as a young person, tell me if it makes any sense at all to ask people, go and bring your candidates. This is my candidate. And afterward, we'll go to the next one.
Came to see the president on general issues concerning Nigeria, including our political party, APC, security issues, the achievement and the new year agendas. That's all I can tell you. And the new strategy that we must have party congresses and all that. I've informed the president of my intention, but I've not informed the Nigerians yet. I'm still consulting. And I have no problem consulting, and I've not set a parameter of limitation to the extent of how many people will I consult. You will soon hear, all you want to hear is a categorical declaration. You've gotten that truth from me that I've informed Mr. President of my ambition. And you don't expect more answers than that. You say? That's our business. He's a Democrat. He didn't ask me to stop. He didn't ask me not to attempt and pursue my ambition. It's a lifelong ambition. So, why do I expect him to say more than that? Why do you? You are running a democratic dispensation, and you must adopt the principle and the values and the virtues of democracy. I don't want to discuss individuals now. I must discuss myself. I have the confidence, the vision, the capacity to build on the foundation of Mr. President and turn Nigeria better. I've done that with commitment and unyielding, in Lagos State. You've seen that experience and the capacity to turn things around, and that is what we are doing. The confusion, the drift of the past in PDP is being corrected, and you can't, take away from that, as we are today. Go back to the data on how many barrels of oil were we producing when we first came in, what it is today. We cannot, even at the time we came in, we did not pay the counterpart fund to start our rail line. Today, You enjoy the comfort of having rail from Lagos to Ibadan. You have the Kaduna, and you have the one for Kano still on the aggressive pipeline. You see excellent infrastructure. I just come from Azare, and I've seen good roads. The carnage of dying on motor vehicles is reducing, except, lack of compliance with a lot of Nigerian drivers and VIOs. So, let us think back. Let us be intellectually inquisitive as to the past and the present and what the future holds for Nigeria. You want my manifesto now? Not yet. Not yet. First of all, the National Assembly and the President must be encouraged to review, and they review again. Whatever they come up with electoral amendment is what we must comply with. There's no unlimited elasticity in what we face, because we have to plan and plan well and be able to manage the time effectively. The great roadmap to success is ability of a leader to do what he must do at the right time that it should be done. So that, to me, the electoral amendment point, we will still look at that collectively, and it is our country, it's our democracy. We adopted it, and we will pursue it, rigorously. About the cap of Kingmaker, I've never seen the cap of a Kingmaker before. That is the truth. And I've never seen where it is written in the rule book anywhere in any country that a Kingmaker cannot be a king unless you commit murder.
70 years old man. But
So that is did you see the way he's talking? Now, I am not the only one asking. They ask about what is Tinubu's age. Some of Tinubu's supporters, they don't know his age. Tinubu himself doesn't know his age. We don't know what age he's going to use as presidential candidate. We don't know.